Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, nerdlings of all ages, it is that time again. Welcome to game number 1 of today's PUBG EU Pro Scrims. It's been a long time coming. It's been a month since we've had these games, and I'm very, very happy to say that despite the technical difficulties and the last-minute scrambling, we are here! My name is Jorisar, and you have got 2 games of Miramar to start us off, followed by Sanhok and 3 games of Erangel 2.0 as we hop into this most wonderful game. We have a 6 o'clock to an 11 o'clock plane path on Miramar to get game number 1 started. You'll see the coaches, of course, jump off the edge of the map and, well, to be politely, kill themselves at the start of the game so they can spectate their team. This is all normal. This will happen at the beginning of every game. No worries about it as we hop into game number 1. You will notice there are no team logos for this game. We had a couple of last-minute changes to the teams, and as a result, we weren't able to get the files prepared in time, but I'm hoping that you will get the team logos for game number 2. I'll go through a run-through with you guys in just a minute over who is actually in and who isn't, so that you guys can get a nice little summary of the teams that are in this game. In fact, let's go ahead and do that right now. So the teams, ladies and gentlemen, that are going to be playing for you today. We have Team Liquid, Na'Vi, Tornado Energy, The Adepts, FaZe Clan, Omicron Sports, Unity, Rahina E-Game Stars, Raise Your Edge, Granite Gaming, M-Force, E-Shark, Team Phantom, Team Clueless, Haiku, Fast Pay Wildcats, Etiquette, and Misfits. So a lot of big names in the squads today. Now we move into Picardo, where Etiquette and Team Liquid have dropped reasonably close to each other. You can see they're not that far from each other here in the middle of Picardo. Looks like Team Liquid have gotten the apartments. Etiquette have taken Boxing Ring and some of the eastern apartments as well. It's going to be interesting to see how that goes on. Elsewhere, do we have anybody who is basically on top of each other? It doesn't look like it at the moment. Team Clueless are down by the southern part of the map, near prison as well. Los Leones look like they're currently split between Misfits and Fast Pay Wildcats. Misfits, this team over here, number 18. Fast Pay Wildcats are team number 16 over here. And Picardo looks to be the area where we're likely to see some action early on. Aman and Set of Team Haiku and Unity, respectively, appear to be going at it a little bit. Set getting a little bit of damage from elsewhere. Aman being forced to take shelter behind this concrete barrier. Unfortunately, though, gets instantly headshot by Set. And these additional shots that are coming from elsewhere are unlikely to save Aman's life right now. So, the first knock of the game goes to Set, taking out Aman. Difficult to come out and get the flush without someone overlooking, though. And you can see there are teammates nearby looking to try and prevent this kill from being confirmed, but I think it's going to be difficult at best. Set only needs a second or 2 to peek across, and there we go. That is the confirmed kill. And I realize, guys, in terms of no team logos and stuff, it is not going to be particularly pretty. I will probably also make a number of mistakes as I attempt to read off team names versus team numbers, but for the most part, I will do my best. I've got a spreadsheet here of what's going on, and here we have Etiquette taking on Team Liquid. Ibby being targeted by Markaloff, already getting an ATEX on that Car 98, as well as an M4, so reasonably good in terms of meds to begin with. Great jumping shot there on Ibby, taking 50% health off, and that's going to be a clue for Team Liquid to exactly where they are. That information will undoubtedly be radioed into the rest of the team. Quetpa still in Boxing Ring. Now, this time last month, we were singing praises of Quetpa, weren't we? He was really popping off in a couple of these games, so it'll be interesting to see what he can do here. The most likely scenario, by the way, just to make sure that people's expectations are set right, is that realistically, these guys aren't going to be fighting to the death in Picardo. Fighting over who finishes 15th and 16th isn't particularly desirable in PUBG. You would rather rotate somewhere else and fight later if you can rotate away safely. So expect at least one of these teams to be focusing on getting out of here sooner rather than later. Now, you guys just saw the first circle has popped. It is to the southeast of the map, so centered in roughly on Los Leones. It could end up being a city finish. A lot of the time it isn't, but it could well be. We'll wait and find out. We can see M-Force E-Shark here already rotating in. Getting targeted by a number of people, though, and that's not good. The Misfits are nearby, and Swedish is ironically safe. Swedish is safe here. but there's really nowhere to rotate to. This is difficult at best, guys. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful frag. Never mind. And Swedish getting taken out by Zembury. That was, I'm going to be honest, quite an entertaining sequence of events. And Swedish, at least temporarily safe. But unfortunately, we're still keeping an eye on Picardo. That's not going to be enough. Danilo now, from the Misfits. Looking for more kills. The rest of the team deciding they're better off moving. I'm inclined to agree with this. F2 Theodore, you the real MVP. Thank you very much. I hope you guys have enjoyed at least the start of today's festivities. We have got Jeems actually taking out a kill. So let's go ahead and join Picardo Bros once more. We're on board with Jeems right now. Etiquette have had one person taken down. K-Mind in the room with Jeems inside the apartments. Let's go ahead and take a look. Team Liquid have bunched up a little bit more. Markelov, very, very close here. To Ibby. Let's use the X-ray vision to see exactly where people are. Quetpa arguably has the best possible angle. Might be able to see K-Mind or Ibby as they move across that gap. However, everyone knows where Quetpa is. Markelov is the person we need to be watching out for. Literally next to Ibby right now. Smoke goes out inside the compound. Let's keep an eye on Markelov's vision. We're looking for people poking through the windows. Jeems and Ibby so unbelievably close. Quetpa, though, very close to spotting Jeems. Oh, I think he sees K-Mind there. He must have seen K-Mind there. Quetpa taking it easy by the looks of things. Not wanting to poke above the parapet too much. The problem is Markelov now is being put in an increasingly difficult position. I think what has to happen is Quetpa and Code Marco have to start engaging Team Liquid, and Markelov needs to get a surprise knock on two members of the team, basically. I think that's the way to go. Team Liquid now moving back inside this house, and this is a problem. Markelov getting a lot of shots onto Ibby, but surprisingly, Ibby only taking a little bit of damage. I thought Markelov would be able to do a little bit more there, but he gets down and instantly finished by K-Mind, and Etiquette are now down to two people. Quetpa and Code Marco, the last surviving members, they're holed up in boxing ring, and here comes Team Liquid. Here comes the push. Let's ride on board with Jeems. As he moves into the boxing ring, they know it's going to be a 4v2 situation. It looks like Jeems might be going upstairs to try and tackle them from the first floor to keep them looking in as many possible different directions as they can. They're getting shot at from far as well. I think that is teammate. It is indeed teammate. That's Unity. So they need to be hyper aware of this. Jeems now knows that the last two members are in the boxing ring, but not exactly where. They're going to heal up from getting shot at from Unity, and then they're going to move out. Code Marco has managed to move across the road north, so he's gotten the hell out of dodge. Quetpa, though, hugging the outside of the north side of boxing ring still, as Team Liquid ponder their next move. They don't want to get surprised by somewhere slightly out of the ordinary, somewhere just beyond the corner of their eye. Oh, did Code Marco get seen by Jeems? Not quite. Has Ibby seen him? Quetpa staying on the floor below. We're going to move straight into the floor below, and you can see Quetpa right outside by the door. The whole of Team Liquid moving down. I think Code Marco just broke some glass, almost to tempt Team Liquid into thinking, yes, we're across the road now, and that could end up being an opportunity here. Might be an opportunity for Quetpa. The door gets shut right in front of it! Oh, Team Liquid smell a rat. Flashbang. And it's flashbang and out the other way for several of the team members, including Jeems, who's right there. They are too smart for this kind of play. Team Liquid suspected the rat play, and they were correct. Etiquette now down to a single team member. Team Liquid are looking to finish the job now. When it was 4v4, you could argue that both teams rotating out was the best course of action. But now that it's a 4v1, Team Liquid are going to be pushing out of their mind. Make no mistake, the dynamics have changed considerably. And Team Liquid on the hunt. K-Mind staying in boxing ring, looking for an opportunity to tell the rest of his team, guys, he's actually moving across the road. Also, he might be going for that Murado, of course. Is that Murado? Hasn't had the wheel taken out. That's Code Marco gone. Now, Code Marco did actually get Mexi, but Mexi will be able to get that instant revive, and provided Unity don't provide any covering fire, it doesn't look like they'll be fine. But in the meantime, let's take a look at everybody who is moving into the circle. This could be big, actually. Raise Your Edge, getting the north side, I think, of Los Leones. And they are, well, north side of the circle, I should say. South side of Los Leones, because Circle 2 has got 40% water. That's going to be awkward. Very difficult for Team Liquid to rotate into this late, though. But they have to, because of that fight with Etiquette. There's no real way for the game to get a superb position, so to speak. FaZe Clan also are very shortly going to be joined by who I think are Team Clueless. Yes, they are. And this is slightly controversial, to say the least, because the beach isn't exactly the greatest amount of cover, and Fuzzface will have heard someone there. 2 hits on Fuzzface. Oh, if NHS had just continued there, they might have been able to get a knock on FaZe. As a result, now I think they're just going to move on out, and that's because GG are pushing into this Granite Gaming, team number 11, coming down onto FaZe Clan. Gustav spotted by Wes. Lots of hits going both ways. Gustav getting some good return fire. And these rotations are going to be ridiculous now, by the way. Team Liquid have got some time. I think they're going to spend some time in the blue deciding what they want to do, because it is all kicking off. Let's rejoin Granite Gaming. And because we're on a different server, by the way, some of the players are playing using different accounts. So, for example, I'm not 100% certain right now who Anna is on FaZe Clan, but I will find out. Otherwise, I will be commentating based on the names I see on the screen. Well, Anna just got headshot, so conveniently we were talking about them. Should be relatively safe for HC and Gustav to get the first aid kit. And they're not necessarily always the same players, because sometimes the coach is sub in as well. So never make an assumption. Never make the assumption. I suspect it's Ira. I suspect it's the normal players, what I meant to say. I was thinking about TSM and how they're not here. But that's the other talking point I wanted to bring up with you guys. TSM, after winning over the weekend, they're not here. Which is a little bit frustrating, to say the least. But at the same time, maybe the boys just need a little bit of a break after doing, to be perfectly honest, so well. So, we'll see. But Anna should be Uber, as I understand it. I don't really see how that can be anybody else at the moment, since Dids is actually in the game as well. This is the Wanderer. We're watching Team Phantom try to take out Tornado Energy. Could be very aggressive teams here, and they've actually got Omicron on the other side. T-Bone picking up 2 points there for Quizzy and Example. Alia very, very close to death there as well, and unfortunately, they'll be the last surviving member of Tornado Energy, getting wedged between 2 teams early on. Super unlucky. Third circle as well, shifting all the way to the right, so completely outside of Los Leones. At least there's less water here, but the majority of teams are going to have to move right now. Getting position into the next circle is going to be more important than anything else, in my opinion. Danny Mon from Unity getting a knock onto Raise Your Edge. We're still watching the Wanderer peek at Alia. Flash. Wanderer now pushing in. I don't think that flash particularly worked. The second one going in. Here's the footsteps. There's the head over the top. And Alia is an endangered species. And now extinct. The Wanderer getting the finish there. And Tornado Energy eliminated. Shortly after, M-Force E-Shark also eliminated here. We still have Granite Gaming putting a lot of pressure onto FaZe Clan. Let's go ahead and take a look at where things are at. They're taking a little bit of long-range fire from Omicron off to their west, which isn't good. Paige is coming over here to scout, literally next to Na'Vi. Paige and Yempty, you're going to have to hold off Na'Vi here. It's a 2v3. We are absolutely going to be joining this fight. Watching Yempty on Bestalog. More vehicles arriving. More vehicles arriving for both sides, actually. Omicron now pulling up as a team of 4. This is Omicron versus Na'Vi. It's all kicking off here because of the circle. Having to move out of the city centers and moving east of Los Leones. So few teams are there that everyone's rotating this way right now. Lots of vision on the roof. Yempty had a great angle, but can't capitalize on it before he gets his noggin taken off by Bestalog. Where else is everyone at the moment? We can see Senya deciding to go for one of those hashtag mad flanks. Paige shooting him from the broken wall. The tab is going to be radioed that information. Trying to get the grenade up to finish off Yempty. But the frag grenades won't quite make it. Very close to making it, though, going all the way through that bell tower and just not getting down the stairs, which is where they needed to. So Oma can back up as a 4-man. Senya flanking from the east side. It's temporarily 4v3. That's not going to stop Kemba. However, Vasku will. And Kemba falling to Vasku as well as the tab to an excellent high ground position here. Really, really nicely done. They're getting third party by a different team, but that is down to 2 for Na'Vi. Senya now moving around the side. He knocks Page. T-Bone manages to get him. Senya deciding to rush in, though, by the looks of things. Let's go ahead and watch that. No. Senya staying there, and he actually gets Gemty as well, so that's big. T-Bone going for the flank around the side of the church now. Senya getting third-partied from out east. They're going to have to make a move very, very soon. Here goes. 2v1. And that is Na'Vi eliminated. All 4 members of... Oh, no. Only 3 members of Omakin are actually alive right now. Vashku, I believe, will get picked up. Is he even inside the zone? He is. All right. Omakin down to 3. Managing to eliminate Na'Vi is great. However, most importantly, look at where the circle is. How on earth are these guys going to rotate in? That is going to be the big, big question. Team Liquid, after that initial fight in Picado that did get them 4 points, they had to rotate late, but they have those 4 kills still, and they have got all 4 of their team members alive. That is big for them. They're now going to have to do exactly the same problem again, though, unfortunately, as everyone is rotating off to the east side. And no one has a clue exactly how this is going to play out. Raise your edge in the meantime. We're watching Shiv and Naylor. Just the 2 players left, but I have to say, they're in a great position. Look at this. They've got a full half of the circle to themselves. They can kind of chill out, wait for people to arrive. Feeling good. They're doing all right. They are doing all right. We're looking at the Misfits now, who are rushing down to engage Granite Gaming. Never mind, fights going on everywhere at the moment. We're gonna stick with these guys, I think. Where's this down? They're busy fighting Omakin. Bashku gets taken out. Now Page will know exactly where Samarak is. Is Page going to peek? No, Page is keeping the element of surprise. He wants to hear the footsteps. He wants to know that T-Bone also has an angle. Samarak moving straight towards T-Bone now. Both members have to know. There's Page with the ambush. Thank you very much. Easy as you like. The Patience earning T-Bone and Page a point. Now, Wes being picked up by Twite. However, there are multiple teams now shooting Granite Gaming. I wonder if it's in their best interest just to move. FaZe Clan are going to be gatekeeping their progress into the circle. Furax, assuming we survive this drive of death, will make it into the edge of circle. Now, this is important for the Adepts because they have the ability to gatekeep everybody else right now. There's a Team 18 and Team 9, so it's Misfits and Rahina moving into each other at the moment. And it doesn't look... Well, Misfits are just going to run away. Anonymous from Rahina, though, is going to come up onto the Adepts right now, and they have to go through them if they want to get into the circle here. It's all kicking off. Let's stay with this fight for a little bit. Furax goes down to Anonymous. 4x spray more or less finishes Furax off. It will. Sakura manages to complete that point. Anonymous has the option to move away from the window so that they have free reign. Tundo out in the open. Tundo will go down for his efforts, but they will be able to take out Rahina as a result. So many teams on this western front. And this really is the western front, frankly, given how much shooting there is. Oh my goodness. Twite spots Gustav and is coming in now. This is phase 4. This is hurting big time, ladies and gentlemen. And FaZe have to move in as well. 8C manages to take out Twite to finish them off. Using a tactical bandage outside of zone before moving in. I'm guessing because Omakin might have good view of the road area. We have a big fight involving Team Liquid, though, so let's go ahead and check that out. That's Team Liquid squad number 2 up against squad number 8. Unity in front of them. Dannymon and Orange are down. How many people are down for Team Liquid? Oh, it's all but 1! Mexi has it all to do. Ibby and K-Mind are both down but not out. And that's Team Liquid eliminated in 9th place. I mean, so difficult with so many fights that they've had to have outside of the next circle. How many people have Unity got? Actually, if they get all the revives off, they will have all 4. So that's a pretty good hold there from Unity. Fast-paced Wildcats are looking at them a little bit from the west, but I think they're currently distracted. And they're distracted by the Adepts, as things currently stand. This might actually give Unity a little bit of time to get into circle. I think this plays well for Unity. But these guys are going to have to move soonish. Another Eastern rotation means this is incredibly difficult. We're watching now Team Clueless take on FaZe Clan. Oh my god! That's an amazing grenade! Did you see how... You know how people play golf and they're putting? And the ball goes in one direction, but it bounces or it rolls off the side of the hill and just nails the angle? That's exactly what Nitrogen just did. However, Nitrogen is also about to be surrounded by members of FaZe Clan. That's a great grenade, but just the other side of the wall. I believe that was thrown by Fuzzface. 8C going in for round 2. Won't quite make it. Here comes who I think is Uber. Round the side of Nitrogen, but he gets taken down by Paige of Omican of all people. And I think FaZe Clan are going to know now is their opportunity to push up. NHS going down as well. Patrick looking like he's on his last legs. And Flamey rushing out. ADR, of course, formerly of the ADR Farmers, the mixed team. Now part of Team Clueless. But unfortunately, they look like they are about to be eliminated in this situation. And they are in 7th place. We are into our top 6 teams. A very, very aggressive circle, forcing a lot of teams to go long, basically, this time around. And even though these guys have 0 kills, look, rotating early and getting into position is paying off for Raise Your Edge. They're into the top 6 teams, despite not having killed anyone this game yet. Sure, they're only 2, but there are no threats. They've got the compound of choice nearby. They've also got a delightful drop literally next to them. Although I have a feeling Unity are going to have something to say about that. And it's a Mark 14. So Shiv will be able to get that. That is good news for them. I suspect they'll pick that up and then run away. Yeah, and they've got the entirety of the eastern part of the circle all to themselves. Paige and T-Bone also have a good location. They're busy shooting bullets at FaZe Clan. That said, though, they are only a 2, so if FaZe decide to send it for any reason... Oh, no, that's the Fast Pay Wildcats. And they are saying absolutely not to members of FaZe Clan right now. We're going to have to see the quick res onto 8C. Gustav has a little bit more time. I don't think this is 8C's first knock at all. They should still have all 4 members alive, but these knocks are really taking a toll on their armor, on their helmets. Paige managing to get the point onto Gustav, I think. This is neat good for the FaZe Clan. Omican have a great position, but only have 2 members alive. Raise Your Edge have a great position, but only have 2 members alive. Unity are going to have to move in. We've also got Haiku. Haiku have had a reasonably quiet game. Just the 1 kill. We haven't spoken about them very much. Aman, the only person going down here. So they've got 3 left alive. They're part of the final 6. They're doing quite well, to be honest. This next rotation, though, is going to force them out of the compound. And I think that'll be their real test. I really do. Oh, no. And I think very little way for Uber to avoid that. Go Black manages to get that extra kill. Manic getting taken down, though. Very quickly, and that's by Hyruzen. So we've got Unity coming in on the action now as well, and that's the problem. As soon as they leave this compound, it's a little bit open season. Paige has gone down, meaning that T-Bone is the only person left alive for Omican right now and has to defend this compound from FaZe Clan. FaZe Clan are not exactly afraid, though. That frag, I think, went just a little bit far. Fuzzface is just pushing so much closer. Will he see him on the left-hand side? He must do. He must do. Yeah, he does. Fuzzface spots him first. The Silence Mini 14 with the 4x. What a beautiful headshot! That's FaZe Clan eliminated. Omican taking them out. T-Bone with the clutch headshot there, keeping Omican in the game. We join in now as Raise Your Edge has a little bit of action against Unity. Raise Your Edge still have a superb position. And I get the feeling that Team Haiku here are basically the Gaza Strip in between pretty much every team, just trying to thread their way. It's not working out for them so well. They get eliminated by Unity, trying to thread their way between Unity and the Fast Play Wildcats. This is not good. Rupture is now stuck between T-Bone and the rest of Unity as well, and he will get cleaned up by T-Bone there. Very good. T-Bone opting to stay out of the compound, staying mobile, knowing that because FaZe Clan had cleared that area earlier, T-Bone has a safe way in. 12 kills already for Omican, by the way. Even though they don't have the numbers advantage going into the last. 12 kills is a lot of points. And they're going to be very pleased with that kind of result. For now, though, it's 3 teams. You've got Unity, we've got Raise Your Edge, and we've got T-Bone. Omican. Sess is spotted. Right next to Shiv, in the smoke. The trade comes out. It's Orange versus Nailup now over here. They both get spotted. That's the 3x spray, and Team 10, Raise Your Edge, will be able to claim 2nd place in this game. We're just making sure that there isn't someone instantly rushing up behind them and healing up a little bit before attempting to res Shiv. Now, if he successfully reses Shiv, it's a 2v1, but I feel like the longer they leave it, the worse it's going to get. Never mind, footsteps get heard. It's a 1v1 now. Nailup versus T-Bone for the win, and Nailup gets it. Here's the footsteps and has more information earlier on, and as a result, we have Raise Your Edge, ladies and gentlemen, winning game number 1 with 4 kills. A tremendous job from them. Really, really good positioning, even though they didn't even need to get into a fight after their first 2 members died until very late in the game. We have Omican in 2nd place, but I would like to point out that they have 12 kills. A supreme number of points coming in from them there. And finally, in 3rd place, we have Unity. Now, Unity also have 11 kills between them, so some really big frags out keeps things tight at the top of the table.